Things just lined up perfectly for the Lakers as a target that they have had their eyes on for years now could be had for the taking as the Lakers are trying to build a championship roster in one of their most important off seasons in franchise history. We're going to talk about who this player is, why he could be available for the Lakers, and how he could be the perfect fit that puts the Lakers over the top as one of the premier championship contending teams in the NBA. And welcome to Lakers Digest, guys. My name is Hunter Pitcoff, and we cover everything surrounding your Los Angeles Lakers. It might be the Lakers offseason, but we are not taking a day off here. We're going to give you guys around-the-clock coverage surrounding your Los Angeles Lakers. So if you want to be a part of this, guys, because 72% of you guys watching the videos already, are not subscribed. It is free, it don't cost you a dime, and it means a lot to the channel, especially if you want to keep up with everything surrounding your purple and gold. Hit that subscribe button because I promise you guys, you're not going to find that type of content online like you're going to find it here on Lakers Digest. So I don't want to keep you guys waiting too much longer, and how the Lakers can pay pennies on the dollar for a player who has helped a team already win a championship, and that is going to be Bruce Brown of the New Orleans Pelicans. You probably even forgot he was on the Pelicans because he was thrown into that trade for Brandon Ingram, and then he was also thrown into the trade for Pascal Siakam when he signed a massive deal with the Indiana Pacers. And that's kind of the big reason why the Lakers are probably going to be able to get a steal for Bruce Brown. As you look here, he signed a 2-year, $45 million contract when he signed with the Indiana Pacers coming off that 2023 championship with the Denver Nuggets. And he was a big integral piece for that team as he played phenomenal against the Lakers in the Western Conference Finals and really was a steal for the Denver Nuggets. He was a player who I believe signed for either the vet minimum or he signed for some sort of a taxpayer mid-level exception. And so as a result, he came from the Brooklyn Nets. That was a team he was very successful with. Ends up leaving the Nets as they were rebuilding. Goes to the Denver Nuggets. Really helped out that team. And quite frankly, the Nuggets have not been as good since Bruce Brown has left. Now, that is not to say that the Nuggets were a Bruce Brown-led team, but this was someone who's a really good wing defender, who's a very versatile guard, and can do a lot of different things on the basketball court that helps also, a player really helps elevate his game. I think he plays his best when he's playing on championship-level teams with superstars. The Pacers were not quite there yet when Bruce Brown was on the team. The Raptors are a rebuilding team, and while the Pelicans traded away arguably their best, probably second best player in Brandon Ingram in that deal to get Bruce Brown. So, and Bruce Brown was honestly just a money grab so the Pelicans can get off of an expiring contract and get off of Brandon Ingram because they didn't want to sign him to a ton of money. So, Bruce Brown treated like a throwaway in a lot of these deals, guys. That is not the type of player he is. He's a very, very valuable player, and it might not necessarily show in the stats here, guys, but, Bruce Brown only averaged 8 points a game, 4 rebounds, as well as you look at, 2 assists. The shooting numbers weren't great, but if you look at what he's done, I'll show you this one, throughout his career, he has been much better than that. If you look at what he did with the Denver Nuggets, 11 points per game, he's been able to shoot a little bit better, in those two season stretch with the Nets and Nuggets, where he probably was going to get the most amount of open look threes. Shot 40% and 36%. That is not a bad number at all. And defensively, that is where he's going to make his mark as well. He is someone who can play on the ball as a facilitator. He can play off the ball. Really good in the pick and roll as either a facilitator or a screener, ironically. He's really good in the short roll and finding guys under the basket with those backdoor cuts. So this is someone in Bruce Brown who's a very versatile player. By no means is he a star player, but this is someone, like I said, can complement your star players. The Lakers already have those guys. And it's going to bring us to our final point, how he can be the perfect fit for the Los Angeles Lakers, how things are falling perfectly into line for the Lakers. Now, Lakers do have one issue right now that could potentially be on the horizon that could really actually hinder them in free agency here, as according to Shams Charania of ESPN with this report that came out just a couple of days ago. Perhaps you've seen it. If not, this might be new to you. He said, quote, on the Pat McAfee show, "I'm told he's likely, and meaning LeBron James, to opt in to his contract. He's got a player option of about $54 million, a massive player option. That's likely. That's the plan. But again, his option date is June 29th. So guys, let's keep June 29th in mind. So he still has about a month to figure it out. He still has to have some hard conversations that are going to happen between him and the Lakers to see what this team looks like. So LeBron James signed the 1-1. He's been signing these 1-1 contracts now for a few years with the Lakers as he's ultimately mulling over his future. LeBron James opting into that contract, though, unfortunately does not necessarily give the Lakers a lot of room here to work with, because if he does, in fact, opt in, the Lakers will not have this non-taxpayer mid-level exception of $14 million a year to offer to a player. They're not going to have this, guys, if LeBron James opts into his contract. So instead, they will have a taxpayer mid-level exception of $5.7 million and a biannual exception of $5.1 million. So they'll be able to use that money instead to go get some guys. And so Bruce Brown, if we again look at the contract, here it is. Looked at the contract he signed originally coming off a championship with the Denver Nuggets. He signed for over $20+ million a year. This was someone the Lakers were targeting with their mid-level exception. They said lost out on Bruce Brown. They got outbidded by the Pacers, who had a lot of money that offseason. So instead, they decided to sign Gabe Vincent, who had up and downs with the Lakers. Ultimately, maybe perhaps was a bit of a bust signing than a good one, but did have some good moments, I guess, with the Lakers. But I don't think he's as good of a player as Bruce Brown is. And Bruce Brown is going to fit a really big need for the Lakers because he's a very good defender and a very versatile defender. He has a very long wingspan. He can guard bigger players if needed, and he does not need a lot of volume to be an effective player. He's someone who hypothetically could score like 0 points, and you'd be like, damn, like Bruce Brown's defense, his toughness, his level of competitiveness, what he can do, his passing, very smart, tough basketball player who I don't think his full skill set can be shown in a bad team like the Toronto Raptors or, a team like the New Orleans Pelicans that were missing all their really good players. So Bruce Brown can succeed here, and he also has the opportunity, if he signs, again, I'll show you guys this report one more time, if he ends up signing this $5.7 million taxpayer mid-level exception with the Lakers, well, he can sign a one-year deal, bet on himself, and then make a ton of money afterwards. And ideally, the Lakers actually could have a lot more cap space that offseason. So if Bruce Brown does, in fact, work out with the Lakers, they can re-sign him. And if he doesn't work out, well, they can also let him walk and he can go somewhere else, or, they get outbidded again. But if he helps the Lakers win a championship, I think you'll take that if you're the Lakers. This is someone who they have been targeting for a long time. I mean, since 2023 now. It's going to be 3 off seasons since the Lakers have been looking to get someone like Bruce Brown, and this could be the perfect opportunity to get him right now, as he really does fit and can fill a lot of defensive holes and be a two-way player that can play both sides of the ball that the Lakers are looking for to build around the new Luka Doncic era. And we're going to talk about all the different targets the Lakers can look to this offseason, whether it's in free agency or whether it's on the trade market as well, as all these analysts and NBA guys are all saying that this could be one of the busiest, craziest off seasons in NBA history, and the Lakers are definitely going to be in the mix and in the thick of all this. So if you want to keep up with everything surrounding your Lakers and everything going around in the association, click that subscribe button, because 72% of you guys are not subscribed watching our videos. So if that is you, calling you out, if that is you, and you've already watched this far and I'm not subscribed, click the subscribe button. It doesn't cost a dime. It means a lot to the channel, because we will give you guys everything surrounding your Los Angeles Lakers here on Lakers Digest.